Alright, so it is my first time on a podcast, but I was just kind of bored, so I'm like, let me just do something a little different because I already got the mic, so I ain't really had nothing to do with. Basically, this the first episode. If y'all mess with it, I'll keep making more. So basically, some context. I went on Instagram and I posted a little question poll. And I just asked people to ask me questions just to see what people were curious about, I guess, since the year is about to end. So, yeah, I'm just going to go through these questions and answer them. I'm gonna minimize the cuts and stuff, so this is pretty much raw talking. So bear with me. But alright, so I'm gonna start with this first question. This is kind of thorough. I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Do you believe other POC not black can say the N word? Okay, basically they're referring to my friend Ari, and she's like in our friend group, but she's not black, but she's basically black, so she's black if you get the point. So to answer your question, I think so, cause yeah, for sure. Anywho, that's pretty self-explanatory. Next question. Uh, why do you not drop anymore? By drop anymore, he means music. Uh, to be honest, I really just really locked in with track. I mean, everybody knows I do track, but I don't know. It's just, I mean, I always did the music. I'm not saying I'm done with music, but right now I'm kind of focused on other stuff. I have different priorities, so. But music always, like I always listen to music. I always bump music. Like I always, respect music. But for now, it's just I don't know. I just ain't been really not feeling it, but it's not really a concern right now because I've just been getting better at other stuff I've been trying to do. But if y'all, I mean, I can drop though for sure. Just for the time being, I don't know. It's just not the place. But all right, we got next question. This is gonna be kind of short answer, but K Don podcast. Yeah, I mean, I'll just give y'all some of backstory on the reason I'm even on here. Is because I mean I like to walk a lot, so I was on a walk and I'm like, bro, like I'm already doing a lot of stuff with track and like lifting and stuff because I've been getting into that. I'll get more into that a little bit later because I got a question that goes with that. But yeah, I was just walking. I'm like, bro, I need to do something like to interact with other people and kind of like put myself out there because people gonna troll me, but I made the King of Donnie and stuff. I made that with the fire noodle, Korean fire noodle challenge back in the day. You know, I was chopped, but it's cool. But yeah, I was doing that because I saw like Korea's Kenshin and all them on YouTube. I'm like, bro, I could do this. I ain't gonna hold you. That did not work, so I cut that off. But I'm kind of like, okay, I like to talk somewhat, not too much. I like to talk. I like to give people, solid food for thought, good advice. So I'm like, why not? I mean, I got the mic, I got the headphones, like, why not set it up? So, I mean, I don't know where it's going to go from here, but it's just kind of something to do. But yeah, like, this could be a reoccurring thing for sure. But for sure, yeah, K Donnie podcast, getting right. Okay. I know my brother Ant asked me this question. I'm gonna save this for last because I'm probably gonna go on a little tangent on this question. I'm not gonna talk y'all head off, but I'm gonna save that question for later. But uh, let me see. I'm gonna answer this question. It said, "I didn't know you had a podcast. LOL. But favorite dish to make." Uh, well, first part, yeah. I mean, I just started it up, but yeah, now I have one. I guess so. But the favorite dish to make, I mean, I make a lot of different stuff to be honest, but I mean, right now though, I probably say like I'm really messing with like I make this little scramble with like what I put like carrots or like onions and I put like mushrooms. People don't like mushrooms, but If you don't like mushrooms, you chopped, you throw it. I'm sorry. I like mushrooms personally, but some people don't like them. That's cool. And then, I use some olive oil, some avocado oil. I'll season it with like black pepper, onion pepper. Wait, does onion pepper even exist? I don't even know. But onion powder, that's all I meant to say. And then, smoked paprika. You know what I'm saying? Salt, whoop the whoop. You know what I'm saying? Some ginger. Ginger might sound a little suspect to you, but try it. See what it's hitting on. But I do that, and then this where it start getting fire. On the side of it, I get this sourdough. I like sourdough more than white bread. White bread is cool, but sourdough, yeah. So I toast some sourdough in the toaster, and then I get some avocado. I get like a full avocado, and I smash it. I put some salt and pepper, mash it up with like you can use a fork spoon. I use a spoon personally. You do what you want. I use a spoon, and then what I'm saying, put it on the toast. And then lately, I normally put, this might sound weird, but I'd put rice on the side of it because I don't know, it just kind of blends well. But uh this is brand called Siete chips. It's like, I guess, healthier chips, if you want to call it that. I just like them. I like the ingredients. So yeah, I put those on the side, and I like, yeah, like that's official for sure. But yeah, that's like my favorite dish to make right now. But second though, because I know y'all been asking for recipes, but I ain't recording none yet. Cause yeah, but I could do that in the future if y'all want. But my second favorite right now probably, it's like penne pasta. So like you can use whatever pasta. But I use red lentil pasta. Like pretty self-explanatory. You boil the pasta, duh. But it's like a veggie type thing. So like I put onions, bell peppers, mushrooms. I use this thing called coconut aminos. It's kind of like soy sauce, but I don't really like soy sauce. I use coconut amino. But yeah, and then yeah, it's red lentil pasta. That's my second favorite dish. But yeah, that's the scramble with avocado toast and the chips. That's my favorite though. That's fine. But anywho, uh, let's see. Uh, okay. I'll answer this question. This from Isaiah or Zyra. He made music, so go check bro out. But his question was, handle how blah, blah. Words are hard. How do you handle a breakup? Uh, I mean, I haven't really experienced that many, but from what I could tell you, I would say take that time to focus more on yourself and do what you want to do. Because, I mean, obviously, you were with that person for X amount of time. So it's going to take a minute to, honestly, take your time to reflect. But you know what I mean? But like, don't dwell on it. That's the thing with a lot of people, just in general, when stuff doesn't go their way. I mean, I've done it before. People just sit and kind of like, oh, what if X happened? What if Y happened? What if blah, blah, blah? I mean, you can only control so much. So you kind of got to go with, okay, like maybe there's a new sport I want to try. Or maybe I want to focus on school, or maybe I want to play that new game that came out. Like, do something that's, well, maybe playing a game isn't productive unless you're a streamer or a gamer, but like, do something productive that benefits you in the long term. Because I mean, just sitting there kind of being stale, it's not really gonna, you're not gonna get, you're gonna stay stagnant. So I would say the main thing to do is just find something that kind of lights you up and like, dang, I really want to do that. And once you accomplish it, you're like, okay, like that really fulfills me. And like something that challenges you, of course, but that's my opinion on that. I would just expand your horizons. Okay, that's a good way to put it, but that's my answer to that question. That's a pretty good question. But this the last one though. This from Ant. That's my, what I'm saying. But he said, "What's the biggest challenge you've overcame in the past year?" Uh, It's been a few, but the main one, let me think. I'd probably say track, but track kind of stems into the for me is just being consistent, especially with, because the thing with track and like lifting and just fitness in general or working out or whatever, Like, bro, like if you're not consistent, you're not gonna get to where you want to be. And it's just like for me, just the act of like making a plan and just being like, okay, this day I'm gonna go run X amount of 400s or 300s or whatever, or I'm gonna run this many miles, or I'm gonna go do chest, back, blah blah blah. I mean, lifter terminology, you get it. Lifters know what I'm talking about. Like you have to plan ahead to know what you need to do when you pull up. You know what I mean? So just having a plan and then just executing. Cause like beforehand, like last year, like I was on and off. Like I would do stuff, but I wasn't really. Bro, who just pulled up? Oh, I'm thorough. Anywho, I thought someone pulled up to my house, but anywho, I wasn't really intentional what I wanted to do in life. So this year, I was just telling myself, I don't even know what time of the year it was, but I was just like, bro, I really want to hammer in what I really want to do. And then for track, I'm like, okay, I want to get faster, Obviously, I mean, track. But I was like, uh, I just wanted to, beat my old PR in track. So, just that whole journey of doing it, and days you don't want to do it and you do it anyway because that's what it's discipline. Doing what you got to do, even though you don't want to do it. Just showing up day in day out, like that really pays off. And I think a lot of people could benefit from that. Like even though some day, like the gym, for example, like New Year's resolutions, for example, like, oh, this year I want to go to the gym. And then, they're like, they want to do it. But then the year goes on, and then a day comes by where it might be a minor inconvenience where like they have to wait or like they have to plan around, maybe some errands they have to run on it, like big people stuff, I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like grown people stuff. Like they're like, oh, what if this? And like they're just sitting there, and then before you know it, the day is over, and they can't even go, and they just lost the opportunity. So it's just like I think a lot of people they just because people always talk about being motivated, but once motivation's gone, you're basically screwed. Because if there's no discipline, if there's not a base of discipline, you're basically screwed. Because once that motivation leaves, bro, it's you're thorough, but it's rap. So you might as well say goodbye. So if you just, just whenever that day comes, just be like, okay, what is my why? Or like, okay, will I regret this if I don't do it? And then I would just say get started, whatever. Like if it's music, drawing, I don't know if you do robotics, I don't freaking know. Whatever you do and you're interested in it, just get started. And before you know it, you'll be done. You'll be like, bro, I'm glad I did that. Like for sure. Like that. And then once that compounds over a long period of time, you're just gonna get better and better and better. It takes time and consistency, but in the long haul, it'll get you to where you wanna be. So yeah, that's I'd say probably track and just fitness in general. I mean, I'd work out, but I wasn't intentional about it. But now I've developed a mindset to do what I gotta do, even though I don't want to do it. But that I would say that's the biggest challenge I've overcame this year. So yeah, that's all the questions. So uh tomorrow's today's wait tomorrow's New Year's Eve, and then obviously January 1st, New Year's. So yeah, 2024. That's pretty much kind of what I had going on. I mean, maybe new music on the way. I'm not really sure where the future will hold, but I mean, I'm kind of messing with the podcast. So I mean, if y'all want some more topics, or maybe I'll just come on here one day and just talk about something going on and just let my opinion be known, I guess. But I hope y'all had a good year. I hope y'all have a good 2024. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I mean, and going into 2024, I would just say keep your head down, stay focused on what you want to do, and just be intentional. So yeah, that was my first podcast. So, well, not podcast episode. So yeah, that's all I got to say. So I'm gonna just end it here, and I'm gonna see y'all next time.